Okay, I think that view will work. You can kind of see what's going on there, I think. So, let's get some metal hot. Grab them gloves. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. What that is a cross tack. Keeps it from moving any other way. Got one there, got one there. There's my light. Like I said, when you're welding, you can never have enough light. What I'm doing there is I'm checking for temperature so I don't burn my bushings. Woohoo! Getting metal hot. Yeehaw! Okay, as far as I want to push that one for right now. What I'll do is I'll take a cold, an old washcloth or hand towel. I'll dip it in water and I'll wrap this up with that. It'll cause a heat sink to keep my heat from traveling up here and burning my bushing. But right now that's pretty good and strong. So let's come over here and hit this side now. The technique I'm using there, I don't know the real term for it, but you start your bubble in like this, and then I roll into it like this. I roll into it and roll into it, and it's just a whole bunch of little curly cues like this. When you're done, it looks like you're laid dimes out. And I'm focusing a lot of the heat and a lot of the puddle to the frame because the frame is super heavy. I'm letting it burn through the frame as I'm doing my roll. So I'll burn it slow and then I bring it over to the mount itself. And then I watch it. And when I'm watching the puddle, I'm looking for it to kind of eat into the metal as the puddle rolls into it. And then as I come back this way with it, I'm forcing that puddle to to fill it. So my first pass is to penetrate in. My second one is to lay a fill into it. And you just kind of go like that. That's I don't know what the name of it is, but makes a good strong weld, and it's pretty. There we go. Right there, I'm getting the puddle started. Now I'm going over that patch. There we go. Fire, fire, fire! Well, let's build a bridge here, huh? You ever hear that song by Slaughter? Burning bridges, falling down. I got a nasty reputation from town to town. Oh yeah, burning bridges. Falling down. So you want to do another solo, huh? What's that? You want to eat some dinner, eh? You left your wallet at home? Oh no! Charge it to the record company. Smoke on the water. Fire Fairlane. Smoke on the water, fire in a Fairlane. We all came down from Montreal on the sandy shoreline. Frank Zappa and the Bombers had the best place in town. Yeah, that's starting to transfer a little bit, so I better get the heat stop on it. One thing about the torch, if you want to save on welding wire, try not to just throw it down. A lot of times it'll hit that button, you'll walk away and come find all your welding wires all over the shop. I won't tell you how I know that one. Okay, I need a heat sink. There you go. You see, it's just an old hand towel, dish rag. What I'll do is I'll just wrap that around there like that. Wrap that bushing up there good. Yeah, let's get our fingers all wet and then play with a whole bunch of electricity. I'll make sure I'm standing in the puddle too when I do this. Actually, that looks pretty good now. Kind of like that. The way she's laid in there. Now we'll do the same thing to this side. Now this one's about done too. There we go. What I'm doing here is a tack weld. That ought to do her good. Stone cold. What do they call that on what's that show called? Something Fire? Quest for Fire. They make knives and stuff. A quench. Now, first, full disclosure, I'm actually not a welder. I'm not a certified welder. I'm 100%, well, I was taught by a certified welder. And I'll just let that sit there. But, there you go. We got some metal hot here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start cutting and working in those gusset pieces, and then I'll pop those bushings out. On this side here, I'm a little worried because I'm pretty close on that one, but I think I can get it in there. And then, well, I'll grind them down, I'll clean them up, and I kind of want them to look like they're almost factory supposed to be there. So I am going to grind on them a little bit. That's why I went back and put that cap weld on that one over on the driver's side, so I can get that to form in. It's kind of for structure too, because it gives it a lot more right there, but that cap weld, it's kind of for cosmetic too. I had a bridge in there I had to, you heard me on that I had to fill. A bridge is when you're working a gap. And right in the corner, I wanted to bring that corner down flush with it. So I had to build a bridge, bring it up, kind of like filling a hole. And then you just work it on up and in. If I had more fancy camera equipment, I could bring you down and maybe hook a GoPro with a lens on it or something to my helmet, but I ain't got any of that fancy stuff. I hope you got some of that, but yeah, well, we got some metal hot. Yeah, that's what matters, right? So I'm going to work on cutting them gussets, and you'll see that on the next one. We'll finish knocking those in, and then we'll go underneath and get the transmission mounted. Everything in there now is dead nuts on, so all we got to do is just make it all fit, right? So, meantime, get them metal hot.